Hello YouTube, this is Inquisitor Lim, and I am reviewing Gigantic today. What is Gigantic? I'll tell you. Gigantic is a 5 vs 5 MOBA developed by Perfect World Entertainment. It's been in development for quite a while and was just had its final release on July 20th, 2017. It's very similar to most MOBAs of the ilk, except for one awesome difference. Big ass monsters fighting. You got a dragon that crawls through the ground and goes after the freaking griffin, hawk, bird, owl thing, and it's so cool the way that they just attack each other. Like, you'll be running towards the enemy, and then you'll see the bird like flying overhead like ah! Or if you're on the other team, you'll see the dragon just crawling through the ground, coming out every now and then. It is so awesome. It is one of the coolest things I've ever seen in my life. And what happens is you get to the rampage phase, right? Because you got to take out their objectives first. Once you get to that, that's when this happens, and it is an experience I have never had in my life. I absolutely love it. Every second of it. There's something so cool about just running side by side with your guardian, which is what the monsters are called, towards the other objective. It's an experience that I cannot describe. It's like something out of the Never-Ending Story, if the Never-Ending Story got high on shrooms with Miyazaki. So when you're catapulted into the battleground, you start out on like a big airship, like kind of like Fantasy Pirates. And it's really cool because you hit your marker and then it flings you into the battlefield and you go flying across and you can see pretty much the whole level before you land. It's so cool. I'm going to use that word a lot because quite frankly, this game is really, really cool. And the graphic style is unbelievably good. It's cel-shaded watercolor style. And I gotta be honest with you, I've never seen anything quite like this out of the Unreal Engine. There's been other games before that are cel-shaded, but this is a completely different animal. It's almost like Wind Waker is the best way to describe it. But when you think of the Unreal Engine, you think of big, gruff, tough, manly men with big guns and lonely hearts. But not here. What you get is whimsy. Whimsy all up and down this place. And it's a beauty that I could not even imagine that I needed in my life before. And the music, oh, God, that music. It's so good. It's orchestral, it's foreign, it's mysterious. There's just something about it. It puts you at ease. It's like the calm right before the storm. And then that harpsichord comes like bang, da-ding, ba-ding, ba-ding. Ah, it's beautiful. Absolutely breathtaking stuff. Everything about this game, it just works. It's so cohesive. In fact, one of the best things about this game are the character designs. I have said this before, especially when I was talking about Lawbreakers, that in a game like this, especially a class-based shooter or MOBA, you should be able to tell who every character is by their silhouette. That's the old Walt Disney rule, and that's the rule that applies to MOBAs and hero shooters. And here, every character not only looks different, they look like they belong together. That's something that not a whole lot of shooters can say. I will give it to Overwatch that they do look like that. I'll give it to Paladins that they look like that. But these guys, they look like they belong together, even though they're very disparate and different. But they look like they belong together. And you're going to find a character that you like. My personal favorite is HK206. Man, put in purple, he looks like a trash can with a machine gun. He's so cool. And when he sprints, it's just dust coming behind him. I just imagine that he's inside going, yeah! I love him. He's awesome. I absolutely love him. Now, it seems like I'm gushing over this game, but there are some bad aspects. One of the worst aspects of this game, unfortunately, is that there's only one game mode. And if you're not good at this game mode, like I'm not good at this game mode, you're going to have a bad time. I didn't have the worst time. I still enjoyed the game. And it's beautifully balanced. It's balanced so well that a noob like me could actually make a few kills. But this is the only game mode. And if you're not good at this game mode, that's it. Now, to their credit, the producers had said they're going to update it and try to do one new character at least once a month. I'll give them that. I think that's great. But keep this in mind before you dive headlong into this game. But it is free to play, so definitely try it out and see if you like the mode first. There are two types of currency in this game. There are crowns, which is basically your gold or your regular currency, and then there are rubies, which are your premium currency. Now, they do the best kind of math in this game when it comes to these currencies. Basic. 40 crowns equals 3 rubies. I don't have to think about it. So characters come between 4,000 and 12,000 crowns, which is going to be a certain amount of rubies. So it's 12,000, it's 300 rubies. This works out real well because it's not confusing for the people. You can earn crowns and rubies through doing in-game activities. which is exactly how a free-to-play game should be. You generally earn crowns through playing and winning games, and you earn rubies through daily tasks and weekly tasks that you get through cards that they give you. The good news is, if you like the game and want to support it, but you don't want to spend a lot of money, they actually have a starter pack, which is amazing. Now, the starter pack is a great deal. For $10, you get 8 of the heroes, including Margrave, my boy, HK206, Beckett, Lord Gnosis, Taito the Swift, or Taito Swift, whatever you want to call her, Charnock, Uncle Sven, and Zenobia. I can't pronounce that. Zenobia. And you also get a Lord Gnosis Warlord of the West skin. You get 1 win boost, prestige, 100 rubies, and 5 fortune card draws, which is what you use to unlock rubies. This is a great deal because if you're on the fence about the game but you want to give something to it, $10 is not a bad price. Now, if you played this game, and you absolutely adore this game, and you want to play more of this game, for $30 you can get the Gigantic Ultimate Pack, and that includes all the heroes from now and all the heroes for the future for life. So as long as you're playing the game and as long as it's up, you have access to all the heroes as soon as they come out. And of course, you get the Lord Gnosis skin. You also get a skin for Beckett the Cloud Racer. You get a 10 win boost, 200 rubies, 10 fortune card draws, and 1 friend code. 1 friend code? Oh, yeah, one of the coolest things about the Ultimate Pack is that you get 1 starter pack friend code that you can give to a friend who may be interested in the game or on the fence. This is an awesome deal because they're expanding their fan base, but they're also rewarding people for paying for the pack, and you're making the fan base grow. I think it's a great idea. But definitely check the game out first. See if it's for you. See if you want to be part of this world. I, for one, absolutely adore the world, the style, the music, the look, the aesthetic, everything about it I love. But I'm not so sure about the game itself. I'm just not particularly good at this sort of thing. So I implore you to try it out and see if you like it. And maybe just get the starter pack if you're on the fence. Worst comes to worst, in a few months you don't like it and you've only spent $10. One of the coolest features as well is if you do get that starter pack, you can actually upgrade it to the Ultimate Pack later. So you can just pay the difference and be upgraded right to the Ultimate Pack. And you're never paying more than that. You're not paying $40, you're paying $30. And now for my final verdict. Is this game free to try or free to game? Well, a game like this is absolutely free to game. If you want to unlock all the characters without paying a dime, you're absolutely allowed to do that. You can save up rubies, you can save up crowns, and you can even buy the skins throughout the game. So everything that is fundamental to the game itself, you don't have to pay for. And that means that this game is absolutely free to game. In terms of my recommendation, highly recommended. You have nothing to lose but a few hours of time. It's not a huge game. The only issue is you have to download the Arc launcher, which I hate. I have like 17 launchers on my computer right now, but it's worth a look. It's worth your time. It's a growing community, and I think it's going to be around for a long time. I'm really hoping it is because there's some originality here. And as always, if you could like, share, subscribe, repeat, this is Inquisitor Lim, signing out.